day 19 of Vlogmas. And if you haven't seen any of the rest of them yet, because there's another 18 behind this video, I'll leave a link at the end of the video to, up here somewhere, to, or actually it might be down there, but I'll leave it somewhere around there, to the full playlist so you can catch up if you need to catch up. Now, we've been doing a load of work lately. I've spent a couple of hours this morning and some time last night doing all the painting that I need to do of the parts so far, because there's more parts that we're going to be able to find out. And as today's day 19, that means that there's totally 6 days left. So we've got a 1 in 6 chance of finding that rogue pot of paint that we haven't received yet. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Right, so as usual, we'll start with Hans Gruber and see where he's going to end up today as we're moving down to the next floor. That's better. You can see more of him now. And as you see, he's here where we left him yesterday on floor 18. So we'll just give him a little nudge down to floor 19. Look at that. He's only got that little bit of space to go now. Right, that's him sorted. Now, onto that. Now, as the days are getting on and we're getting quickly through Vlogmas and very quickly through the Advent calendar, it's plain to see that all the boxes on this side, they've all been opened now. This side only has 2 more boxes to go. This side has all the boxes finished and opened. And this side has 4 boxes to go. And the one we want today is this one here, number 19. So, day 19, box number 19, and it does look as though, from the size of it, that it could be a pot of paint. Although, having said that, this box down here, this one's a lot narrower. So I think that day 21, the shortest day of the year, is going to be the rogue pot of paint. But that begs the question, what's in this one? What's in day 19? Now, we've been done really well so far. We've had, I think it's 3 days in a row where we've had car parts. So without further ado then, get the old finger of excitement into the hole. And it's more parts. Oh, it looks like it's more chrome parts as well. More chrome parts that don't want to come out of the box. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's the front bumper. Oh, let's have a closer look at that then. Now, with all these parts that we're getting, we're doing really well. So let's get these out of here and have a look at this. At the detail on those. So that's very definitely the front bumper. Those bits there, the 4 of them, they look like the spinners that go on the centres of the wheels. And those bits there will probably be what they attach to. Oh well, don't need them just yet, but we'll look forward to getting into those. Right, let's do some more building then. And so far, we've got this bit fitted. So that bit there and the front disc brakes went in yesterday. So today, we're going to put this part of the subframe in, which I just happen to have here. Now it looks as though, from the looks of this, there's a couple of little areas where it goes into it. Actually clips in there, and there's a little bit back here, or the front somewhere it clips into it as well. So let's get this into position, and we'll see if we can get this fitted to it. And then we can move on. Now I have worked it out. I have had a look through all of the pages, and it does look as though we are on target to have this finished for or even on Christmas Eve. Now these pins here need to go in the bottom of the brake discs, so they should line up to there, he said. Right, get this, try and find a way to show you on camera that this is going into there. That has to go on there. That one's in. easiest thing in the world to put together to see. Right, that's in there. Now you may have noticed there the front shock absorber did pop out. I managed to get that back into place. I'm just trying to get these back ones in. Oh, there we are, that one's in. And there's one to go in there. I think that's all in. There we are then. So, a bit of suspension. It's all in place. Now the next thing I think we're going to do is the back. Right, so now we're going to get the diff cover and that connected, which I've already done off camera because that was incredibly fiddly and incredibly difficult. So that bit's there, ready to go on. And then for the back axle, the brake disc, which is this bit, we need that to go on the bottom of here. And I just happen to have that right here. So that should just clip onto there, he said. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, so that seems to be on there perfectly. So that's on, and then I think that bit is where the actual diff cover goes at the back. Yeah, it is. So there should be a hole in the middle of that, and that goes on there somehow. Right, that's on there. So that's that bit done. Now all we need to do is mount this in the car with the shock absorbers. I need to find the shock absorbers. I've got one shock absorber in. The other one, I think it's the shorter piece that goes in the hole. There's a hole just in there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. There's a hole just down there it needs to go into. So we'll get that in there. I think that's in now. Right, so that's the shock absorbers in. Now it's just a case of putting the back axle in there as well. So for the back axle we need that to go through there. I'll see where the holes are. This is going to be slightly fiddly. So we need the axle to go in there, like so. That goes in there. That's going to go on that shock absorber. That's going to go on that shock absorber. And then as usual, because there's always one that's a little bit awkward, just got to get this side piece in. There we are. Right, get a good push down. There we are then. The back axle is in with the discs, and we've got the two, the prop shaft going through the floor, the two supports there, and we're even connected up, if you can see in there, we're connected up to the shock absorbers as well. It's going well, this. Going really well so far. Now the next bit is these exhausts. So we need B17 and B16. Now B17 goes on that side of the car, B16 on this side of the car. So we should have a couple of holes. There must be that one there. Quick look at that. Right, so those holes, this one needs to go into that hole there. Well, this is going to be fun. Right, so that was going there. So that one goes in there like that. And then this one goes in two holes at the back somewhere. So does that one go in there? There we are. So that's that pipe in, and this one goes in, where are we? That one goes in there. Move that across a bit. Right, so it's just a case of a little bit of pressure to get everything in where it's meant to be. Right, okay, so a little bit of damage. Right, so now we've got bottom of the gearbox, bottom of the engine, we've got the front suspension all done, and we've got the rear suspension all done, and we've got the exhausts in as well. Going really well here, we're getting really far on with this. Now, as I said, I have checked ahead in the instructions for a change, and we're definitely on target to get everything done by Christmas Eve. So looking at this, and I did paint these side pieces on the seats, so let's just see if we can get the seats. We'll put the backs onto the seats, and then I think we'll leave it there for this one, because we do have plenty of time to get through everything. So the seats that we need are these ones here, and there's one there, and then these two back covers. So let's get those out. I think these ones were painted last night, so we've had plenty of time for the paint to dry. Get those out there. We'll just give them all a bit of a file down to get rid of those little nubbins. Right, now the backs of the seats, they have that little slot there, which goes into that slot there. So it should just be a case of pushing those together. Simple as that, really. So that's one seat done. There we are, that's the other seat done. So for day 19 then, we've gotten the rest of the front suspension in, the entire back suspension is in, the two exhaust pipes are in, and we've put the two seats together, ready to go in. So that's all done for today. That takes us up to section 10 of the instructions. So tomorrow, for day 20, we'll start on section 11, which looks like it's going to be more involved because that's going to involve the dashboard. But we'll get all that done tomorrow. So if you enjoyed day 19, hype it on the way out. Don't forget to press the like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more like this. As I said, I'll leave a link down here in the little corner here to the entire playlist of my Vlogmas for 2025, just in case you haven't seen any of the ones since this is your first time watching any of them at all. For now though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 20. Bye for now.